Today we will be learning about variables and expressions. So a variable are symbols used to express numbers or values. An algebraic expression is one or more numbers and variables with one or more operations. So on the back of your notes, you'll see different terms to translate an algebraic expression into a verbal expression. So addition. Some words that means addition is plus and total of, altogether, more than, combined, adds, in all. A couple more there too. For subtraction, there's subtract, take away, fewer, minus, decrease by, less, less than, and then difference. Multiplication, there's times, doubled means 2, tripled means 3. There's the product, twice, increased by a factor of. So this one would be a little different than just increased by from up here. For division, there's quotient, per, a third, a fourth, ratio, half, divided into, split up, equals, is, were, sold for, altogether, totals, yields, parentheses, the quantity of, twice the sum, times the difference of. So those are just some examples for the different words to mean the different operations. So if we go back, we're going to be translating between an algebraic expression to a verbal expression, and then vice versa, a verbal expression to an algebraic expression. The first example, we have this algebraic expression. So the operation here is plus, so we're going to be using the words for addition. So one way to write it would be n increased by 5. So there's different ways to do it, but this is one example. Then we have a verbal expression of d less than 7. Less than means subtraction, but this one's a little bit trickier. Since d is less than 7, 7's larger, so we have to reverse it. So it's going to be 7 minus d. We have an algebraic expression. We have two operations here. We have addition and then multiplication here. So there's a couple ways to say it. One way is 13 plus the product of 2 and x. So 13 plus, this is a product of 2 and x. The next one, the product of 8 and the cube of b. So product means multiplication, and cubed is raised to a power of 3. So we're going to have 8b to the third. So 8 times b to the third. Let's look at a couple more. We have this expression here, 1/2 p minus 6. So 1/2 p is multiplication, and then we have subtraction. So we can say 1/2 p minus 6, 1/2 times p minus 6 is another way to say that one. Then our last one here, we have 4 times the sum of x and 4. This one's a little bit tricky. If you look back at your page on the back, if you look at parentheses, it says times the sum of. So we have times the sum of. So this part tells us we're going to have parentheses. So it's going to be 4 times the sum of, so 4 parentheses, and then x and 4 is the sum. So sum means addition. So we're going to have x plus 4 inside the parentheses, multiplied by the 4 on the outside. So we have some flipping words when we're talking about writing expressions. So expressions on either side of these words below get flipped. So the words of from, into, than, and to. These four words, when you see them, the numbers on either sides of that numbers is going to be flipped. So just like up here, when we have D less than 7, the less than, so the than from down here, those two numbers and variables gets flipped. So be 7 minus D. So that's it for today. That's going to be how to translate between algebraic expressions to verbal expressions and vice versa.